So my name is Surya Deva. I'm the current chair of the UN Working Group on Business and Human Rights. We visited Italy from 27th of September to the 6th of October on the invitation of the government. We visited and met a number of stakeholders, including government officials, trade unions, businesses, civil society organizations, lawyers, and academics. And after visiting Italy for 10 days, we have some initial findings about some key areas, which I would call the hotspot issues in Italy at this particular point of time. One set of issues which are very critical in our view is about labor rights. What we found is that the exploitation of workers, including migrant workers from Asia and Africa, is a significant issue in Italy. They are not only working for unduly long hours, 12 to 14 hours a day for 7 days a week. They're not paid for the number of hours they work. They face intimidation. They are, in many cases, in a situation of debt bondage. There are also women workers facing sexual harassment and gender-based violence. These are systemic issues that we notice across sectors: agriculture sector, logistics industry, garment sector that we found. But I'm sure the workers in other sectors may also be getting exploited. Then there is the system of gangmaster, which creates this double exploitation, because those workers have to pay these gangmasters, or they're getting exploited or intimidated by these gangmasters. And then, of course, the employers, whether these are farmers or producers, or these are multinational companies, they're also exploiting these workers, right? So I think that is one set of issue. The second thing that we notice is environmental pollution and climate change issues. Often, as elsewhere in Italy also, there is this perception that there is a conflict between development and industrial activities and human rights and environment on the other hand. From our perspective, the idea of sustainable development is that human rights and environmental consideration, climate change issues, they must be integrated, mainstreamed in any business activity. So we felt that the issues, let us say the Taranto steel plant, we need to find a way where the right to work of these 10,000 plus workers could be safeguarded, but without undermining the right to clean environment, without undermining the public health issues, because if the plant is emitting a significant amount of substances which are hazardous, I think that has to be managed, that has to be controlled. We cannot go as long. The third issue we found is about gender discrimination. Of course, that discrimination exists in almost every society. Italy is no exception. But what we felt is that because of the COVID-19 pandemic, there are significant number of domestic violence cases that increased. In terms of people losing jobs, women were suffering more. And again, we felt that migrant workers, not many were women, but if they are in minority, then they face a lot of gender-based violence at work or in camps they're living. So these are systemic issues that we found in Italy. In terms of recommendations, we made many recommendations which are specific. One is, of course, that the governments and companies should listen better. They should understand and engage communities on the ground better. We need a better implementation and framework for implementation of labor laws, environmental laws. We also need a mandatory human rights due diligence legislation in Italy, in my view. And of course, it would be better to create a very strong and robust national human rights institution in Italy. That could also be a good initiative. Thank you.